Hey guys, I'm here with Anna and Amanda, and what we're doing today is we're going to be talking about leadership because both of these fabulous mermaids are two of my top leaders, and they have full teams going on right now. And now it's time not only that they take their business to the next level, but also be able to present to you what the next steps are. They both have amazing people on their team who are really rocking the sales. So what I look at leadership as is once you have a really good handle on your business, you want to give yourself a promotion. And whether you decide to give yourself a promotion in the campaign you start, in 5 campaigns, in 2 campaigns, the beautiful thing is that it's your choice. So look at this as a separate avenue that you can use with your business. And it's the leadership aspect of it. And I'm going to show you all 4 ways to get yourself started. So I'm going to screen share now so you guys can see my screen. So what I have here is, this is your avon.ca. And from here you can go to sales leader and then go into leadership support. It takes you to here. Okay, this is the space that you want to do. It's the leadership program that we have. You guys all have access to this. When you scroll down here, this talks about the 5 different ways that you can earn an additional income revenue with Avon. So how this works, in your first foundation here, this is building your foundation. You want to build a sustainable business, and you want to help others to do what you're already currently doing. You are selling, you're rocking the sales, so now it's time to teach others how to rock the sales as well. Now, when you sign 1 person to your team, okay, you have a potential to make $60 off of anybody that joins your team, whether it's 1 person or 100 people. You have potential to earn $60 off of each of those new team members, new recruits. This is earning as you learn type of idea. These are bonuses that you earn along the way. How this works is when they place their first campaign of over $100, you get 20. Second campaign, 125, 20, third campaign, 150, you get 20. That's potential of 60. Then as you build your title, which is something that we're looking at right now, okay? When you have 5 people under you and you hit the qualifiers, so each section of the compensation plan has something called qualifiers. So you need to look at this and you need to read it, because you don't want to miss out by a couple dollars here or there because you didn't read all of the print. So I encourage you all to check it out, because I'm just going to cover the level stuff of this. What this is when you reach all qualifiers as a unit leader, you will receive a $300 bonus. Now this is to achieve and maintain. So you will receive that bonus over a course of 4 campaigns. Okay, because they want you to maintain it because you want to have a sustainable business. Now, if you do it in 3 campaigns, okay, that's our accelerated bonus, then you would receive the $500 per over a course of 4 campaigns, because you're maintaining it and you're achieving it, okay? That's for you specifically. Now, when you have somebody on your team who's decided to do the exact same thing as you, because you're helping her and you're showing her how to have a sustainable business, okay? And she achieves unit leader with the qualifiers, she can also get $300. Okay? If she does it within 3 campaigns, if she's a rock star as well, she will get $500 over the course of the 4 campaigns, and that is what is called an accelerated bonus. Now what happens here, and this is where some of the benefits come in, is not only when you achieve it, you get your bonus. When she achieves it, she gets her bonus, but because you helped her and developed her and showed her how to do it, you also get the same bonuses that she gets. So for example, anybody who decides they want to find 5 people to join their team, they would receive the 503 campaigns. If they do it in 3 campaigns, if she does it alongside with you, that's a potential of $1,000 right there. I want to point out that we have the richest compensation plan on the table right now. No other direct selling company can touch us. We have a lot of money that you can earn, And it's all based on your own efforts and your own ambition. So these are all the different bonuses that you can get. But what you really want to work towards is the fourth one here, that is coaching your team and earning. And what this is residual income. That means that you are getting a paycheck from campaign to campaign, providing you are following these qualifiers. So what happens is, as a unit leader, you have 5 people under you. You have $850 in team sales, which is all 6 of you together. Your own personal sales are $125. You can earn 5% on your first generation and 2% on your second generation. Okay, and you can see as you advance title, not only will you get the bonuses, you will also get the residual income as you grow. This is a lot of money that we're talking. I just had someone who not only has 5 under her now, 6 now under her. She's reached all the qualifiers, so she's going to get the $500 plus the $60 times her 5 people. Okay, so she has potential to make $800 in one campaign by finding 5 people to join her team. Okay, I'm going to teach you how to do that. Now, the beautiful piece to this, though, is once you have your 5 people, okay, and you have a sustainable business. Why do I keep doing that? It's driving me crazy. What happens now is you are automatically entered into what's called Fast Track, and that's where you can earn $5,000 in 6 months. Now, the equivalent to this is something like working at Tim Hortons for 30 hours a week. You will make $5,000 in 6 months. Whereas with this business and this business model, the way it's designed is by working a couple extra hours a week and putting in that time, you can make $5,000 in 6 months in less than 30 hours a week. Okay, and what happens here is once you have your 5 people and in your first campaign that you've made unit leader, you're going to have team sales of $850. You increase 1 person per team and your sales $100 per campaign, and you will receive the bonuses along the way. And if you guys remember, when we went back to the first one, to get your $20, her qualifier has to be $100. So it just makes sense. When you add 1 person to your team, she places her $100 order, you've hit all the qualifiers for Fast Track, you're good to go. Okay? Do you guys have any questions at all about that so far? Okay. The last piece on here that I will always encourage you guys to print out, I'm a very, very visual person. I love this. Okay? It is something that I would encourage everybody to print out that they're looking at, because this is basically a put it in and it'll tell you what you're getting. Okay, I did years back, there was an iPad incentive at Christmas and I couldn't afford it for my kids, but I really wanted it, and we had an incentive, and because I printed out the chart and put it up and looked at it every day and filled it out and knew exactly what I needed to get it, I believe that that is why I achieved the iPad. I didn't achieve any other incentives because I never had something out there that I could look at and track daily. So always put something up if you're going towards a goal. You want to put it up and fill in the pieces. Okay, so I'm gonna stop sharing for a sec. So now that I've got your attention for the money you could be making, so you can be making, you know, the $300, the $500 bonuses, the residual income, $5,000 in 6 months. Literally, Avon has money that they want to give you, so let's take it. But it's all great in theory. How do you actually do it? So there's different words that you want to play with, because you don't want to be spammy with your friends. You don't want to be pushy with your friends. So how can you work it so that you're asking something that you're also comfortable with asking? So a couple words that I really like to use are icebreakers, and they start a conversation. This entire business is based on conversation, and I'm always thinking to myself, what can I ask her to continue the conversation? So it typically goes, hey, would you like an Avon book? Have you heard of Avon before? Because of course she's heard of Avon. Everybody's heard of Avon. I'm strictly asking that because I want to hear what your Avon story is. Okay? Have you heard of Avon before? Have you ever thought about doing it yourself? When you ask it in a way, when you say, have you ever thought about doing it yourself, it is a non-invasive question. It's not a, hey, do you want to join my team? It's a, have you ever thought about it? Because then continuing the conversation with that, she's either going to go, well, no, I haven't thought about it, but maybe I should, or I have thought about it, but I've never had the time. It's just continuing the conversation. Also, too, you don't want to convince anybody to join Avon because you're going to be chasing them, and that won't be a sustainable business. So you need to listen to her responses. If she says, no, thank you, I'm not interested, you know what? She said, no, thank you, she's not interested. But if somebody says to you, you know what, no, thank you, I'm not interested because I just don't have the time. What she's really saying to you is, I'm kind of interested, and if you can show me how to fit Avon into my busy schedule, I'll think about it. Okay? So those are the ones you want to engage and ask more questions and have a conversation with. The ones that say, no, thank you, not interested, let them go, right? Don't chase them down. It's not worth your time. Okay?
All right.
The other way that I like on, especially social media, if you're messaging friends or if you're emailing friends or texting them, one of the ways that I like to ask is I ask for help. Because us as women, we like to help people and we like to watch other people succeed. So if I was to text or email, I would be very upfront and direct, and I would say, hey, you know, checking in with you. I'm looking to try something new with Avon. Do you know of anyone who'd be interested in joining? Because then you're asking help, you're putting it out there, you're getting feelers, you're doing it in a way that you will not be rejected, because she's either going to say, nope, I don't know anyone, but I'll keep my eyes open, or she'll say, no, I don't know anyone, but you know what, I've been thinking about it. Or she'll say, you know what, my sister's mentioned Avon a couple times, let me check with her. So again, it's just, how can I continue the conversation, and where is the topic for the conversation that I can do? Okay, does that make sense? So those are your words. So next piece, I'm going to share the screen again. So what happens here is, this is based on your own efforts and ambition. I've said that a few times now, but this is where it really counts. Because your Avon Spark that you have, that is physically connected to you. So what happens is, if you go and you share, and let me put this in. Okay, if you guys can see here, this link specifically is attached to me. So if I shared this with my friends and family, or on Facebook or on Instagram, it's going to say there, hey guys, can you help me out? Here's my link. I'm trying something new. If you know of anyone who's ever been interested in doing Avon, can you throw her this link? Because what happens then is, this link is connected to me specifically because it's from my Avon Spark. And the trick is this number here, you would change to be your own account number. Okay? And then there's different ways that we can play with it, but due to timing and stuff, I don't want to give you way too much information. But that's one way to first get started. Okay?
All right.
So there's two things here. This link is for lead generation. So when you share this link and you ask anyone if they want to join, or if they know of anyone who's ever thought about doing Avon, or however you want to do it, and you send this out, they fill this out, you're going to get an email directly saying, hey, Anna's interested in joining Avon. So then you call Anna and you go, hey Anna, I got your message. I got the email saying that you'd filled out my link. Thank you very much. Next step from there is, this is just letting you know who is interested, but you still need to get them connected under your team. So to do that, I'm going to go to avon.ca. Okay. Anytime you hit the Avon logo on avon.ca, it takes you to the homepage. On here is a section that says Sales Leadership. From here, there's a section that says Representative Leads. When you click there, it's going to take you to a page that you can invite someone to physically join your team. So now this is somebody who said, yep, I'm in. I want to do it. I've been thinking about it. Let's do it. Let's do the next steps. I'm committed. So when you go here and you hit create the invite, so as the representative, this is what I'm sending out. You're going to fill in her first name, her last name, email, and preferred language. You don't have to fill anything else out. All you need are those, and then you hit send.
Yep.
She will then get an email saying, hey, Amanda's invited Anna to join the team. And then she gets to decide from there, like she'll fill it out and then she's under you and then all the training and stuff begins. Okay? 2 pieces, lead generation that does not get them registered and on your team. Evite is what gets them on your team.
All right.
Now, one thing I do want to point out is every once in a while, under the email, sometimes when you type in an email, it will say an account already exists. If that's the case, there could be a number of reasons why. It could be that she was already registered as a customer. It could be that she owes money and she was an old Avon representative. Or it could be, no, those are pretty much the 2 reasons. So if that ever happens, there is an email that we can get that cleared. So if you ever see that there's an account that already exists, don't give up. There's solutions to that. There's a process for that. We can go on from there.
Yes.
Can I just ask a clarification question?
Absolutely. I'm gonna stop sharing.
It sounds like you're saying though that going from once you get their information as a lead, then you just send them a link to set up their account.
What you want to do, no, let me clarify that, because what you want to do is, because once they fill out the Evite, then they have like basically a $400 credit. You're basically giving them $400. So you do want to go through the process of you've met them, you've seen their ID. I typically do the Evite when I meet them the first time. That's when you want to do it. In my trainings, I never do the Evite and then show her computer stuff. I find that extremely overwhelming for them, but I will get her set up because I'm meeting with her face to face. Sometimes there's glitches in the system that I want to make sure are good. And she gets access to avon.ca, but I do that at the time of the meeting. Yeah.
Right.
Great
So
question.
for those that haven't signed somebody up, because the way it was sounding is that they don't really know the process, right?
Right.
So they get this lead and they're like, now what?
Yeah.
So they maybe doing another webcast where you talk.
Another webcast. Yep, that's a great idea. Yeah. But that's where, because this video is for you guys to share with your team, so that's something you should reach out and let them know for sure. When they find someone who is interested in becoming a representative, they need to reach out to the 2 of you, to their leaders, because then you go with them for that first training and you're going to show them how to do that. So that's a great question. Thanks for bringing that up. Yeah. Cool. Does that help, guys? So I just want to summarize here. So the things that we covered was the compensation plan, the words that they can use to get started. I don't love scripts. You guys know that. I'm better off the cuff. But even if they had a base of something to say, that tends to help people. The link that they can share to get to know who the leads are, because remember, you can recruit across Canada.
Yes.
So also let your team know that they are not restricted to just, this section. Okay?
Yeah, I would say when meeting with a lead to add to your team, try to look for something you can connect with, because you're going to be helping you support each other and working together. That try to find a way you can connect with them to make it more personal and to
Absolutely.
make it friendly.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that was it in a nutshell. If you want additional training with your teams, we can absolutely do that. If you want something specific, just let me know the topics you want to do. But something like this is really easy to do, and we can help you guys get to the next level, but then also show the opportunity to your team as to how much money they can be making.
All right.
All right?
Okay.
Okay, guys. Thanks.
Thank you.
I'll send you guys the link for this, okay?
Yes, please.
Thanks. Ciao.